Yeah. I'm trying to start this. Hello, welcome to Friday night here at Genesis for the state championship tournament. Khaos comes out for their first game. They face a 316 Elite-Kuntz. We have the first pitch forthcoming. Strike on the inside corner by Ella. I'm working on getting the scoreboard up there. Swung on, gets to short. Riley gathers. Throws over to Claire for 1 out. In this tournament, there's a bracket play format is how they're doing it on the state. 2-game elimination on this. So win at all costs. Ball to second. Bryce collects. Pitches over to Claire for out number 2. Third batter coming up for Elite. Ella rocks and fires. Swung on for strike 1. Behind the dish, we have Katie. First base, Claire. Second base, Bryceland. Shortstop, Riley. Third base, Georgia. Out and left, Sydney. Straightaway center, Allie. Right field, Sophia. Ball just outside. A warm evening at this 6 o'clock showing. I reached in the mid-80s today. Ball to Riley at short, collects, makes a throw in time at first to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Khaos. They come up with the bats. Looking to start this state tournament off on the right foot with the Shillelaghs. We thank everybody out there for joining us. A bittersweet weekend for this Khaos team and fans. After this week, we will say goodbye to the 12U portion of these girls' softball careers as we move next week into 14U. Give these girls the challenge of the next level that they need. Get themselves ready for that next step, which is just around the corner for about half the girls on this Khaos team. They have one more year of middle school, 8th grade, and they will go into high school. So that 14U will give them 2 full seasons plus of experience. Leading the charge this game will be Bryceland. She stands ready, timing out the pitcher. She'll be followed by Allie. Khaos has had quite a ride at this 12U level. They started off in the best way possible at 12B last season and have stayed there, and they've played quite an array of teams, traveling amongst the fruited plain to Arkansas, Topeka, Texas, to face some top quality players. And to strike. Apologize for the slow internet out here in Goddard. Bryce down the strike, squares the bunt, pulls back, sends one out to center field. It's going to drop just in front of the center fielder that was charging. Couldn't quite get there. Drops in for a single for Bryceland. Up steps Allie. Following Allie will be Georgia. She's been missed by this team as she's had various things come up, various engagements. Bryce goes on the pitch, takes second on the steal. They've missed her glove and her bat between shortstop and infield leader. We're glad to have her back. Allie swings at one. Takes a strike. The 1-1 pitch to Allie. Off the fist to the shortstop. Shortstop gathers. She's not going to get her as she legs it out safely with the speed burning down that first base line. Legging it out. Bryce is able to advance to third on the play. Now we have runners at the corners with no outs. Georgia steps in with no outs. In steps Georgia. Ball in the turf. Allie's able to go on the pitch and take second on the catcher indifference. So now runners in scoring position for Khaos. Olivia is in the on-deck circle to follow Georgia. Georgia chops one foul. 1-1's the count to her. Allie's at second, Bryce at first. Up out of the zone for ball 2. Catcher checks Bryceland at third. Comfortable return to the base for Bryceland. The 2-1 to Georgia. Takes a strike just below the letters. The pitcher evens up the count on her. 2-2. We're in the top of the first here in the opening game for the Khaos in this state tournament. Georgia chops from the short, judges the bounce. Makes a strong throw to first to get Georgia in time. Olivia steps in. Same scenario, runners at second and third with one down. She'll be followed by Sydney. Chops one towards third. Third approaches. Throw that goes high to first. Gets away from first base. Olivia advances to second. And 2 runs score for Khaos to take an early lead at the bottom half of this first inning. Sydney steps in now with one down. She'll be followed by Riley. Sid puts one out to left center field. It drops in for a base hit and has a funky spin off that turf. Olivia goes on the ball that got away from the left fielder on a masse out there. So Sydney's able to take second. And Olivia scores on the play for the third run for Khaos. Riley steps in. Cracks one out to left field. It drops in front too. Coach Nate Sydney, they're throwing at her. She's able to reach safe. And Riley's able to skid her in the second on the fielder's choice. Base hit, fielder's choice. Let's Riley go to second. Up steps Sophia. Sophia puts one up to right field. It's right field's coming in. And she makes the beautiful catch. Riley goes to third. She's able to take third on the tag up. Sacrifice fly, we'll call it. Coach Kuntz stepping out there to check on his players. There was a little bit of a collision there out in right field as Olivia from right field came in and made a great catch to get the second out. Up steps Lily with 2 down. She'll be followed by Ella. Riley occupies third with 2 down. 4-0 is the lead for Khaos. Lily puts it over first. First tries to gather. She's able to backpedal enough to make the squeeze on the short fly ball to retire the side. Khaos is able to nab 4 runs in that bottom half of the first. And they go into the top of the second, leading 4-0. The winner of this tilt gets a pretty good break tomorrow. They'll be well rested, and the winner of this will play tomorrow at 3:30. So our hope is Khaos will pull out the victory. Ella steps in. Ball peeled foul by the batter for strike one. No changes in the outfield from inning number one. Ball in the dirt. 1-1. Count evens up for number 15. Strike two. Batter swings out in front of that one. Ella goes ahead in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Ball peeled out of play, foul. Count remains. A ball and 2 strikes. Coach Nate barks at the call. Ella comes set. Rock and fire. Chop foul. Ball gets past Claire. Sophia collects. Katie tries to field the ball, but tries to throw it before collecting it. Runner reaches on the base hit. Advances on an error. Runner at second now with no outs for Elite. No outs, runner at second for Elite. Ball too low, too far in. Ball 1 to the batter. The 1-0. Too low. Too far in, he says, for ball 3. 3-0's now the count to the batter. Runner at second for Elite. Ball is pushed out of play down the first baseline. Three, 1 is the count. Ball in the turf for ball 4. Doles out the walk. Runners now at first and second for Elite. Some trouble brewing for Khaos. Ball chopped to Ella. She collects. Fielder's choice to first. Runners advance on the play. Up steps Briley for Elite. I've personally watched this girl play since she was 8. Always a great player. You think of hard work, you look for girls like her. And all of her hard work seems to pay off. She does a great job, knows the game very well. Puts one to second. Bryce collects. Gets her at first for the sacrifice. Fielder's choice, we'll call it. And a run scores for Elite. Their first run of the game. 4-1 is now the advantage for Khaos, with a runner at third for Elite. 2 down. Ball gets away from Katie on a wild pitch. Run scores. Elite cut the lead in half. 4-2 is the advantage for Khaos. 1-0 is the count to the batter. Strike one. One and one is the count. Ball off the fists, foul. 1-2, Ella goes ahead in the count. A lot of long faces out there with the heat starting to bear down, even though it's evening time. The sun is doing its mightiest. Ball squibbed off the player. Claire collects, holds on, makes the tag for the third out. The middle of 2. Elite's able to grab 2 of those runs back and cut the lead in half. Khaos leads less comfortably, 4-2 as we go into the bottom of the second. Back to work with the bats for Khaos. The girls looking unhappy as they walk back into the dugout, surrendering 2 runs. Leading it off this inning for Khaos will be the pitcher, Ella. She'll be followed by Claire. Here we go, bottom of 2 in this opening round state tournament game for Khaos. The pitcher, Ella, steps in with some work to do. Out beyond the plate goes the pitch for ball 1. Ooh, a quick gust of wind cools us off ever so briefly. The wind kisses the brow. That has sweat-filled brow. Up out of the zone for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Ella. Ella puts one to short. Short tries to backhand it. Gets just under her glove. Great attempt by Short. Just gets under her for a single for Ella. Claire steps in with 1 down. Should be followed by the masher, Katie. Back out of the zone. Claire takes a look at it and enjoys ball 1. One ball, no strikes to her. Change up. Goes out of the zone for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Here's a news flash and a shocker. Claire gets hit by pitch.
Katie, use your stride.
That makes about 9 hit by pitches she's had this season. She's made of leather right now on that right hip. Just takes it in stride. In steps Katie. Katie pulls one foul down the third base line. Goes down a strike.
Ready, 3-7.
Plenty of encouragement behind me from family. Strike 2, looks at one on the outer half. No balls, 2 strikes to Katie. Looking to bring her teammates around. The 0-2. Up out of the zone goes the changeup. Lily advances the third. Claire to second. Out of the zone. It's ball 3. Or ball 2. 2-2 is the count. 2-2 is the count to Katie. She steps in there, eyeing that right. Ball gets out of the zone. Here comes Lily burning down that line. And reaches safe on the pass ball. 5-2, the lead is extended. Claire advances the third. Katie enjoys a full count now. A do-or-die pitch for both pitcher and batter. On deck is Carly. Out of the zone for ball 4 for Katie. Katie takes second on the indifference for the walk. No outs. Carly steps in. We go back to the top of the lineup for Bryson. Katie lays down an excellent bunt. Or Carly lays down an excellent bunt, but it just gets into the foul territory for strike 1. Our heart skipped a beat there, as we thought she laid down the perfect bunt. Down a strike. Squares the bunt again. Pulls it back and takes ball 1. Claire at third is keeping the catcher on her toes. Threatening to score are Claire and Katie at third and second, respectively. The 1-1 to Carly. Up out of the zone, gets away from the catcher. Claire thinks of going, but realizes it's early in the game and each run is crucial. Ball didn't quite get away far enough for her to feel comfortable taking that home plate. 2-1 to count to Carly. Carly peels one foul, swings just late on it for strike 2. timeout here. Going to get a drink on the hot day for the pitcher and catcher. Doing some great work there in the circle, and behind the plate are these girls. So on a hot day, they take all the breaks they need to get the water they need.
Let's go, ladies. Get it out. Talk it. Move it. Let's go.
The Khaos faithful behind me, rooting on Carly, who faces a 2-2 count. Carly puts it right back up the middle for a base knock. Sent it right back where it came from. Base hit for Carly, and she's able to take second on the fielder's choice, keeping Katie at third. Bryson steps in with no outs. Runners at second and third. 6-2 is the lead. Bryson lays down a bunt. Trickles foul. Just beyond the line. For strike one. Bryson facing an 0-1 count with an untied shoe. The 0-1. Ball one. Bryce steps back in. 1-1's a count to her. She'll be followed by Allie. Katie at third, Carly at second. Ball two. Just outside and low. A 2-1 to Bryceland. Puts her in left center for a base hit. Oh, left fielder kicks it a little, allowing Carly to comfortably come around and score as well. 2 more runs score for Khaos. 8-2 is the count. Up steps Allie. She'll be followed by Georgia. Allie slap attempt. Goes foul. For strike one. Strike two. Catches that outside corner on a great pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Allie puts him straight in the air. Third comes in it. Maya comes in and makes the squeeze for 1 out. One down. Georgia steps in. GG. G squared, as I call her. Bryceland remains at first with 1 out. Georgia steps in. She'll be followed by Olivia. Bryce goes on the pitch. Throw is off target. Actually hits Bryce in the shoulder as she's able to take second. Ball 1 to Georgia. 1-0. Georgia pulls 1 foul. Georgia puts one at the center, bouncing, gets past the shortstop's glove. Bryce takes third. They throw at her, just off target and late, so she's able to slide in safely. And Georgia reaches on a single and is able to advance to second on the throw to third. A change in defense by Elite. The right fielder, Olivia, will get a substitute here as a new right fielder enters the game. Olivia steps in. She'll be followed by Sydney. With one down, runners at second and third. Khaos with an 8-2 lead. Olivia puts a base hit right up the center. Bryceland's able to score. The 9th run of the game. That brings up Sydney. Runners at the corners, they say. With one down, Sydney will be taking a pitch. Oh, she lays down a bunt. Great bunt. It's bobbled by the pitcher. And Sydney's able to reach. That loads him up for Khaos. Riley steps in with one down. 9-2 is the lead for Khaos. Riley pulls one. A shot-putted ball coming out of there. Looks like she's got a pretty full swing on that. But that ball had no gas on it as it left her bat. Strike one. Looking to square something up on this one, as she's prone to do. Multiple base multiple base hits on the year. That wasn't one of them. A fluttering ball to the pitcher. She's able to put her away on a, I believe, a fielder's or a infield fly, possibly, but either way, she's out. Sophia puts one to left field. Tries to get under it. The sun may have had something to do with that one. And it goes beyond her for a double for Sophia. 3 runs score on that venture. Timeout by the skipper of 3:16. Lily steps in with 2 down. We're going to get a change in the circle for Elite. Olivia Mesker will step in. I've also seen this girl along her journey in softball. I've seen her start playing when she was just past 6 years old. She's continuing to do great things on that softball field. Turned herself into quite a pitcher. And we always cheer her on whenever she's on the field, whether she's playing against us or playing a team we don't even know. A great girl from a great family. We wish her nothing but the best. Taking over at third base is another great kid, Riley Curry for Elite. In steps Lily with Sophia at second. 2 outs in the bottom half of this second. Lily puts one to short. Maya gathers. Collects. Gets Lily in time at first for 3 outs. Khaos is able to push 8 across the plate in the bottom half of that second and lead by the score of 12-2. Thank you. You're quite the man. Thank you, sir. Have me a bit of water here. As the sun is beating down on us. Lots of umbrellas, sun hats, short sleeves, and short pants. We look like a bunch of beach bums around here. Yeah. But I feel great. I've been cool my whole life. Been cheesy. Top half of the third. Khaos goes back to work with the gloves. Ella's first offering is up out of the zone for ball one. The 1-0. Swung on for strike one. Ball pushed down that third base line. Twists foul for strike two. One ball, two strikes to the batter. Strike three. Drop ball. Third strike by Katie. Collects. Throws over to Claire for 1 out. Quite a full house today as everybody gathers for the tournament. A palpable hue of anticipation as the state tournament begins this eve. And we start a great weekend. Strike two, catches that outside corner. A little bit of off speed for you. Ella way ahead in the count. No balls, two strikes. Change at second, we have Carly. I'm just noticing. That ball just missed the plate, low. For ball one. 1-2 to the batter. Swung on for strike two. Two down for Khaos. Slap attempt. Goes awry. For strike one.
Hey, hands inside the ball, Blakely, you got it, man.
Slap attempt again. Same result, foul. No balls, two strikes. Swung on for strike three. Ella strikes out the side. In order. As always, we thank everybody for joining us. And we hope you're reading the bottom of the screen there with some of these great sponsors that help this Khaos team and organization out. We want to mention a few of them now. All Sports Drip Uniforms, Katie Hamby, doing some great work over there. Go take a look at what they can do at allsportsdrip.com. Or call 877-437-4776. Copper Coin Dairy Queens. Locations include Hayes, Goddard, and in Wichita, Maize and Maple. And Maple and Ridge. Leading it off this inning will be Ella. She pulls one down the third base line, foul. Ella will be followed by Claire. Jack. Who gives a wave to the cameraman. Ella puts one to second. Takes a couple steps to her right. Crouches down and snares the line drive out of the air for one out. One down for Khaos, or against Khaos, as Claire steps in. She'll be followed by Katie. Claire chops one, and then it rolls harmlessly foul. Claire steps back in, down a strike. Takes a swing at a dropping, fading ball. Misses for strike two. No balls, two strikes to Claire. Claire pulls him down third. Foul ball, he says. Oh, 2 remains the count to Claire. One down. Claire puts her in the 5-6 hole. Maya tries the backhand, can't quite wrangle it in. So Claire reaches on an infield base hit. In steps Katie. She'll be followed by Carly. Katie lays down a great bunt. Olivia collects. They get her at first in time. That allows Claire to hustle around to third. 2 down. Khaos putting in some work that'll hopefully help them later in this tournament. Advancing runners. Swinging the good bats, playing small ball. Strike one. Carly squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball on the inner half for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to Carly. After Carly will circle back to the top of the lineup, Bryceland. Backdoor curve or curveball misses. For Olivia for ball one. 1-1's the count. Curveball just missed on that inside. Ball 2, up and in. Narrowly missing Carly's elbow there. 2-1 to Carly. Lays off the off speed. Goes awry for 3-1. Carly swings that one. Gets the tiniest piece of it for strike 2. Full count to Carly. Carly pushes one to left field. Claire, for some reason, decided to tag up on 2 outs. Ball drops in for a base hit. Actually, we'll call it a double. I'm feeling generous. A run scores. 13-2, the lead widens. And steps Bryceland with 2 down. Takes a swing at one on the off speed. Strike 1. Carly occupies second. Bryson chops from the second. Oh, kicks off Olivia's glove and trickles towards right field. Base knock, and with a run scored on that one, that opens a gap to 12 runs. Being the home team, 12 run lead after 3 innings means a run rule. So the run rule is in effect. Khaos takes the first game 12-2 in this opening round game of this Kansas State tournament this weekend. Khaos will play tomorrow. With that victory, they will face the winner of the Kansas Blue Sox Blue and the Cowley Crushers, which is slated to be played at 9 p.m. tonight. And they will play the winner of that game tomorrow, Saturday the 17th, at 3:30 p.m. here at Genesis Sports Complex, field number 7. So we hope you'll join us in person. If not, we hope you'll come right back to this station, the Khaos 12U Gray YouTube network, and join us for that tilt. We look forward to seeing you there to support these ladies. So until then, this is your amiable host, Dane, signing off, saying thank you for listening and watching. And as always, go Khaos.